Right, I'm here at Lindholme Lakes this morning, guys. I'm Nosh from FishOn TV. I'll be fishing with the old boys. We're on Loco Lake today, and boy, has this changed since last time I come. I'm going to show you this. It's a lovely cafe. I've also got a little sneaky practice for Fishomania tomorrow. We've got a gentleman here that you might know as well.
Morning, everyone.
He's just coming in for his breakfast. Look like you've lost a bit of weight as well, mate.
Trying, mate. Trying. Healthy eating and all that.
Are we Fishomania tomorrow?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Should be alright.
Yeah, me too.
See what happens.
Can't wait. So I'm going to show you. We're going to get his breakfast today. I'm going to show you this lovely cafe. Beautiful. After you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Look at this, all done out properly. Really nice. Look at that. Very nice indeed. How lovely is that? So I'm with the old boys today. Tomorrow's Fishomania is on all the lakes except Bonsai. It's not been too kind to me on Bonsai, so no idea which lake we'll draw. We're on Loco, some big lumps in there. Really looking forward to it, seeing all the guys again. So we shall see how we get on. So I'm going to get me breakfast. I've got to say, if you remember, on Sunday's match I lost my microphone from my Rode microphone, so they probably won't be talking quite as much because the quality's not as good. Hopefully I'll be too busy catching fish, but I will get some footage of catching a few fish. I will have a little chat now and again, but I'll have to be quite close to the camera as I am now. So just bear with me for a couple of matches or so. I've been in touch with Rode. Hopefully they might be able to supply me with a replacement part, but at the minute it sounds like I might have to buy the pair, but I'm in talks with them. We'll see how we get on with that. Just fingers crossed it's not going to cost me too much. So we'll see you after breakfast, and we'll see you on the bank. See you soon. Right, here I am on peg 5 on Loco. Wind in my face. I've actually had a quick word with Nick Speed. He's doing a feature with Shimano just up there in the corner actually. Last time I came on here I had a lot of success with 6mm pellet, but he says no, get some 8mm, wind in your face, you need to get out of at least 20 metres, which is the area I'll usually target because it's just right for the catapult as well. 20-25 maximum really. He says it can be a good area. It should be a straightforward match for me. I'm planning on bomb and pellet. I've got a waggler set up in case I fancy having a go for them shallow. I've also got a method feeder to go over the top of that, and I've just plumbed up for a margin. I'm debating whether to go for a short line, but Nick seems to think that it should be pretty consistent all day on the bum and pellet, so I've got to give it a go. He is the man down here. In fact, he's into a fish now, so that's not too bad, is it? So we'll see how we go. I've got Soz at the side of me. We'll let you have a look at Soz. Look. Give camera a wave, Soz, you're on. You ain't. There you go, look. So, and like I said, I have got to apologise. Let me just get this right. If the sound's not quite right, because I haven't got my microphone today. I'm hoping to have one in the next couple of weeks. So I'll shout up as loud as I can. I hope you've heard what I've said so far. The match, I'm due to shout in 2 minutes. I am ready. Well, actually, I've just got to get my catapults out and put a few wafters and stuff on here for the method feed. But apart from that, I am ready. So we shall see how we get on. See you soon. I'm getting liners for the first 15 minutes, 18 minutes. And then the tip went round. Soz has just had his second. Dave's just landed one at the side of me. Dave Eccles to the right. Feels like a decent fish. Bad first fish. Not a bad first fish at about £6. There we go. One in the net. Get in. See so. Right, fish number 2. Cast it in. Literally took it on the drop, and there's fish in front of me on top as well. So I think the pellet waggler might be an idea as well. That's the fish actually got me in a tangle jumping about in the net. I just had to redo my rig. So 5 minutes sorting that out. Put a knot in my line, God knows how. This is fish number 2. I've not seen Soz get another one yet. Seen 1 or 2 landing nets out, but I can't hear anybody saying that they're bagging, so. Decent size F1. There we go, another update for you, another fish in the net. Let's keep them coming. Well, I didn't have any bites for about 10 or 15 minutes on the bomb. And I did keep seeing 1 or 2 where the ducks are. You can see them, they keep going for me pellets all the time. Can't see them bothering anybody else apart from me. So I've had about 5 or 6 chucks on pellet waggler. And then it went under. So, nice one. I've still got the option to put the method out over the pellets. I can fish shallow like this, and I've got the option of a bomb as well, so I just thought to give it a go because I've noticed Soz hadn't caught anything for a few minutes. Dave keeps getting 1 or 2, I'm not sure how big they are, Dave Eccles. I'm not seeing anybody really bagging, but it's hard to tell when you concentrate. It's hard to tell who's bagging. I heard too much splashing, so there's definitely 1 or 2 fish cruising around on top. So that's the reason I gave it a go. Keep forgetting to. I've got to look at the camera now to talk so you can hear me. It seems like a decent fish as well, so let's have a look. It's about £5 or £6 maybe. Not quite ready. It's got no top lip. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to get this out, put it straight back in the net. So, little update for you. See you soon. Right, I've got to tell you folks, I mean you can't quite see him just over here, but Mr. Incredible's catching. He's caught a duck. He's on the pellet waggler, and as you've seen out there, they're going for my pellets, and I think they've dived down for his pellets as well. So he's off his seat. Poor duck. Oh, I don't know. We don't like to see that, but you just don't leave it alone sometimes, these ducks. It's the first time they've left me all morning. Right, I've got about 14 or 15 pound. I think Sauce, he's one more fish. I don't know how big his fish are. So it's close between me and Sauce, and I think Dave's about the same. He's had 4 or 5 as well, so they're not heaving the rod round. Pussycat going to give me a little visit. So we're about an hour and a half in. About 15 pounds in the net. Pellet waggler, like I say, I stopped using the pellet waggler because the ducks were just diving down for everything. I didn't want to get one like Steve's just done that. But, it does sometimes happen. It's not on fire at the minute, but we are getting 1 or 2 fish. So looking around the lake, and I've not heard anybody saying anybody's bagging, but it just seems steady away at the minute. At the minute. So over and out. We'll see you soon. There we go, little chunky F1. Been a little bit quiet though. Just starting to rain. Right, Soz has had 5 fish. Dave's been catching 1 or 2 at the side of me. But it dried up for an hour. That's the first bite I've had for a while. I went on the method feeder. Well, actually the banjo feeder. Piece of corn on. It went round after 3.5 minutes, so we'll give it another go. Update shortly. Not what we want, those, are they? Spoke to Nick Speed, and he says that he's on this lake behind me. I think it's a strip, that one, I'm not sure. He says that he's fishing hard today, which I thought it was. So at least I know it's not just me who's been semi-skimmed. There we go. Dave's still catching okay. He's not doing too bad, Dave. I think he's having a good day. I've got 7 fish now, but the last 3 barely make £2 up, so it is fishing difficult. I'm hoping I might get a few in the margins, but the weather for the last few days has changed quite a bit, so I do think that's made a difference today. So anyway, I've got to continue on the Duro Banjo feeder, even if I'm catching small ones, because at least I'm catching some fish. Because on the bomb and pellet, which was my main aim today, maybe pellet waggler, I was hoping some, plenty of carp. It set off okay, but then just stopped. So keep catching the fish while they're taking the corn and Duro Banjo feed with micros in. So there we go. I think Soz, I think he's got about 7, but I think his fish are slightly bigger than mine. But we shall see. See you soon. Takes me up somewhere near £20, that I think. 19, I reckon. Pellet waggler. It was quiet on everything else. There we go. See you soon. Right, folks, it's been absolutely lashing it down, and the fishing's been poor. Fed the margins. Had to go down the margins. All I can get is pestered with little roach. Whether I put an 8mm pellet on or double corn, it's just little 2 and 3 ounce roach. So I've put quite a bit more bait down there just to see if we can get some carps come in and feed those off, but there's not long left now. There's 35 minutes to go. Dave keeps sneaking 1 or 2 in the corner there. Soz has just had 1 or 2 smaller ones, but the fishing's been pretty poor, to be fair. I fancied fishing shallow today, but it's just not been right for it at all. I did give it a go just to have a look, and it wasn't right. They seem very temperamental today. I know Franny, he had to walk round to the next peg to get a fish out. It were a right monster, and he were complaining that he'd had hardly anything at all. It'll be interesting to see how big that is. I reckon that's probably doubled his weight, because it was massive. So we'll find out how big that fish was. But the bites have just dried up. Banjo feeder, those dried up. I've gone back on the bomb. I've got bomb and double corn on. I did have one. I lost one on that, but it's just dried up everywhere. So it seems pretty bleak. I tried top 2 and 2, top 2 and 3 in front of me. Nothing but little bits. That's all I seem to have got pestered with today. I've had 1 or 2 nice fish, but I was expecting it to continue, but it hasn't. So pretty semi-skimmed. Not what I was hoping for today. But we'll see what this last half hour produces, and if I get anything, we'll let you know. See you soon. Right, I changed back to bomb and pellet about 5 minutes ago, and this is really angry. On the pellet line, I kept feeding the pellets, 8mm pellets. This is really taking some line. I've heard down the grapevine that Dave Walker is in a real fancied peg. I think it's 45 or something like that. 45. He had about 50 odd pounds a couple of hours ago. I know he's been using pellet waggler, and I know he likes the method, so I've seen him changing from one to the other. He's used very similar tactics to me. I'm not sure if he tried bomb or not, but sounds like he's probably winning the match. But with all the rain, it's hard to keep your eye on everybody, what they're doing. You're too busy concentrating on your gear and stuff. This feels like a mighty fish. Mighty. Sos has been quiet all day. So it has been hard work today around here. It really has. I think Dave in the corner's done quite well though. I've seen him with the landing net out quite a few times, so this is not happy at all. Wow, that is taking some line. Right, I'll get back to you. It seems like a mighty fish. Boy, did that know where to go. It got snagged up. I've lost 3 down here in a snag. I went straight in there. Luckily it came out. It looks, it's a chunky one. It's a bit like Andy May. I would say he's got to be at least 8-10 pound. So there we have it, folks. A lump landed. See you soon. Right, 10 minutes to go. I'm just absolutely exhausted getting that one in. Yeah, again it must be roots from this tree that they go to, because I lost a few earlier. So I'm going to stick it out on the bomb. I'm not going to try the margins again because I was just getting pestered with roach and little skimmers. Oh, there we go, into another one. And that's only been in 1 minute 48. And this is sitting there. And this wasn't happening earlier. I'm doing nothing different. It just went dead. And I seem to have come to the bait I've been putting in. There shouldn't be anything complicated about bomb fishing. They're either having it or they're not. Oh, and I think Soz is into one as well. Oh, that's off again. I know for a fact this one is going to go down here again. Again, it's onto the right. It's so difficult to stop them going there. Oh, goodness, that's come off. That's just pulled out. That. Well, actually, no. I did check the line because it went into the snag down there and the line snapped. There must have been a weakness, so another hook length on. Let's try again. Damn it. See you soon. Right, there's 30 seconds to go and this is why I've called it Fish On TV. Whoa, that is going some again. I've done this quite a lot. Time! Right, I'll try and get this in, folks. Didn't want to come in, did he? There you go. End of match for me. See you soon.
Yeah. You can't fucking go so far away, so you can't hear you. And I have to hear you shouting at me earlier.
Never heard you arguing?
What?
Never heard the arguing?
Oh.
I can fucking give over.
Granny, how big's that one you've got?
So if I want to hold up fucking quick, so far this year.
Say!
Great one.
See?
I'm only doing it. Yeah. What you do this? Fucking hell. You're doing that. I get it.
How big?
I don't know. I don't know how much we're doing that.
38, 12.
38, 12. Is that one worth weighing?
Give us about a tenner.
You know?
Nah, that's going to get big, aren't
I've got a nice one.
Right then, fish people. All weighed in. I'm like a drowned rat. Absolutely soaked, but I had to take my coat off weighing in because it's still fairly warm. Right, today's match. I had a sneaky little chat with Nick Speed. He was telling me that it's definitely got to be a 8mm bomb and pellet, which I was thinking about doing. I'd got 6s to start. They had a great day on 6mm pellet, bomb and pellet, but I had got the wind in my face. He says no, you'll definitely need 8s to get out to that sort of 20-25 meters, and making the noise to bring the fish in, which is what we do. So planned it to be a dead simple day. Bomb and pellet waggler over at top if they came shallow. I've got a method feeder set up and a margin line. I did set a top two and 3 up as well because it went really quiet for a couple of hours. But I did have 3 or 4 fish early on, lost one, and then it just went absolutely dead. Dave were catching smaller fish to my right, little F1s. Sods were catching 1 or 2. I tried the method feeder as you saw. I got a few skimmers and a small F1, no carp. The bites just dried up. Pellet waggler, I had a nice fish on the pellet waggler and an F1, but that wasn't great neither. I did have a little spell trying to fish shallow just to see if there was anything there, because I am fishing the Fishomania tomorrow. I just wanted to have a look. I didn't think it was a day for shallow fishing, even though one of the lads has caught quite well on pellet waggler, and I saw how deep it was. It was only about 2.5 foot deep. I did have the odd bite, but I weren't catching like he was in the 40s, and it's the 40s that's produced quite a few fish. So even though I was struggling, I did lose a lump, which I lost a couple actually in a snag to my right next to that tree, whether it's roots or wherever it is, I don't know. And there were decent lumps again on the bomb and pellet. One of them that I did lose wasn't in a snag. After I got a fish out of a snag, I did check the line. It didn't feel like there was anything wrong with it. Hooked into another, and as you saw, I lost the bloody thing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But at the end of the day, I've really enjoyed the day again. Shame about the 2.5 hours in the middle where it just went completely dead. I came to get my jacket when it started raining. Nick also said the lake that he was on by himself doing a feature, he said it's just not fishing. He said I should be getting a chuck here, or at least a bite chuck, and he said they were getting a bite every sort of 5th chuck. So it has fished a little bit funny today, but it has learnt me. I mean, I'm fishing here tomorrow in the Fishomania, which I've mentioned a few times. If I draw that lake, as you'll see in a minute, I will only be using 8mm pellets in the margins. I had a soft 8mm pellet on, I had corn on, I tried 6mm pellet, and all I could get were roach. And everybody else has said the same. So today's result, let's see who's the mightiest fisherman. so today's result in fourth, I've ended up about 8th. There were 17 of us. I've ended up about 8th with 38 pounds 12. So not too bad in the end. I thought it was going to be worse. I was fearing the worst. So not too bad. Right, in fourth place we've got Warren. I'm sorry, he's a guest. I don't know his surname. Warren. Well done, Warren. You've £62.68. He's caught on 16 metre pole, 8mm pellet. He's lost a boatload in a snag again. Not even near trees, but it's sort of 5 or 6 yards out. It just kept snagging out. He's lost quite a few, he says, down there. So he's not sure what that would have been. So well done, Warren. What a mighty fisherman you are. And in third place, my old mate Jeff Vors. £73.76, and he thought he'd got the biggest fish with £14.08. What was it? £14.08 or something like that. I think it was. As he wrote it down here. Anyway, it was just over £14. Anybody who asks about these silly weights, the digital scales are measured in 1/100ths. So well done, Jeff. And again, he's caught on 8mm pellet. So what a mighty fisherman you are. In second place, Franny on peg 17. Again, Jeff was in the 40s. Peg 17. Again, he's caught on bomb and 8mm pellet. And he's ended up with £77.60. So what a mighty fisherman you are. Well done, Franny. And in first place, had a few on the pellet waggler. 8mm pellet and 8mm and bomb again. In the 40s. Quite a favoured stretch of the 40s down there. What peg was he on? Dave Walker, 43. So it's a good area, that. He's ended up with £81.12. So well done, David. You are this week's mightiest fisherman. Well done, Dave Walker. Right, I've mentioned it before. It's Fishomania, my first ever Fishomania qualifier at Lindholme Lakes. Looking forward to that. We shall see which lake I get drawn on, and I'm pretty sure you're going to guess again what I'll be using. If I'm on Loco, it's going to be nothing but 8mm pellet. Anything else, it seems to be little skimmers and roach. But you've also got to prep for your F1 fishing on bennies. Bennies will be, I'm not sure with this weather, whether they're going to be still taking it shallow as prolifically as what they want. But we'll see where we get drawn, and you can only do your best. So better than working. Loads better than working. If I'm fishing, I'm enjoying myself. So I hope you've enjoyed today's insight to Lindholme Lakes on the Locco Pond. Thought it might have fished a little bit better, but everybody still enjoyed themselves. Weather a bit crap. So if you do enjoy my videos, don't forget, it's free to subscribe. Click the subscribe button and press the notification bell, and you'll get our videos as we upload them. So thanks for watching. I shall be videoing Fishomania tomorrow. I won't be doing as much talking. I'll hopefully be hooking into loads of fish and trying my best. So we shall see you tomorrow on the bank at Lindholme Lakes. Don't forget, guys, fish on, and we'll see you tomorrow. GoPro, stop recording.